Well, Casey finally blocked me. If you missed my original videos, I have 2 other videos about this that I encourage you to go watch. But basically, I found a new form of content stealing, confronted the person about it, and they don't care. So let's talk about it, shall we? So this is Casey. Casey has been taking people's content, just putting her face on it, and then uploading it. Now, she seems to think that she is somehow crediting them based on our conversations, which I'll show you in a second, but hold on. Okay, so here are the messages. So I said, hi, are you aware that taking others' content, putting your face on it, and posting it is stealing? And she goes, do you realize, maybe not, that by remixing it, they are credited? So I'm not stealing. Thanks for your comment. So I wanted to explain to her, like, nope, that's not really how it works. Also, you can pause if you want to read it. And she's, again, just like deflecting, insisting that because she's remixing the content, it's crediting people. So I showed her. I used an app called Pixo, and it kind of messed up here. So I sent her a screenshot showing, like, no, like what you're seeing in your notifications, I don't know what you're seeing, but I work in social media, and this is not how this works. And so she's sending me like a screenshot, which if you notice, none of those thumbnails are ones that have her face in them. So she's getting notifications, presumably from videos she actually has reposted using the repost feature, and not the ones that she has stolen. And she's like insisting, I've been doing this for 15 years, honey. She keeps calling me like honey and sweetheart and just being rude. And so I'm trying to explain to her, like, nope, just because you're getting away with it on Meta is famously not very stringent about people stealing content. TikTok is. And she's refusing to answer the question and then saying that, like, whatever triggers you is something you need to work on inside of you. It has nothing to do with me, which is, sorry, my dog's barking, like a form of Darvo. Obviously, I am not like a victim in this situation, but she's basically like reversing it on me and trying to say that this person who thanked her for sharing their post to her story is proof that she's actually sharing content, not stealing it. And then I shared fair use guidelines with her, and then so yeah, while I was going to grab the fair use guidelines, she blocked me. And I did end up sending her another message after I did my quiet time this morning. I just felt kind of icky about how I had said, like, you are a content thief, and defined who she is by her actions. And so I did send her a message then apologizing for that and going, hey, you know what, like, I don't want to define you by your mistakes. I certainly don't want to be defined by my mistakes. So, like, I hope you stop stealing people's content, because that's what you're doing. But this is not who you are. So, okay, there's going to be some noise. Now, my dog has a lick mat. My husband is chopping wood downstairs. I don't know why, but I apologize for all the noise. But, so yeah, you can go back and scroll through and pause the conversation if you want to read it. But it's just incredibly frustrating. I think what's going on is she is fully convinced that the comments, like the notifications she's getting that say, hey, you got likes on the post you reshared, are in reference to the videos that she remixed. But I think she's remixing them incorrectly, or downloading them and re-uploading them, because when you remix things, it's supposed to give credit. And let me throw up a screenshot here. As you can see, there is zero, absolutely zero attribution anywhere here. On Facebook, it doesn't even say who the original sound was by. I think you have to like go in somewhere. I'm not exactly sure. But there's no even like original audio listed at the top. There is nothing that says like remixed from blah, 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 blah. Here's one that actually is from Instagram, and you can see the Zachary Cox is the original audio, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's the person who created this video. There's zero attribution anywhere. And she literally said, because she's been on social media for so long and has built such a following, that she must be doing something right. Yeah, because that's how crime works. Oh, I haven't gotten caught yet, so therefore I must be doing something right. Oh, I've built this big following with terrible engagement, by the way. I've built this big following off other people's backs, therefore I must be doing something right. It's garbage. So Casey, if you happen to be seeing this, I still want you to stop stealing people's content, because regardless of what you think you're doing, the effect is stealing people's content. You are uploading content you did not create without even tagging the person you created it. Like, that would be bad enough if you were just posting it and tagging the person and being like, hey, I stole this content from this person. You are getting the views from their content. It's not like you are reacting to the content. It's not like you are talking about how it has affected your life. Even if you were doing like a side-by-side video and like, hey, this really made me think, this is what it made me think, this is how you can apply it, that would be a lot better than what you're doing. What you are doing is literally just taking people's content and in a way that makes it, you feel like you're doing it in a way that helps them or in a way that's not so bad. You are taking the views, likes, shares, comments, all of that from their content. They are not getting credit for what you are doing. You said that you think that they are. You seem to think that by using someone's original audio, they then are getting credit for your video. That is not how it works. Dig into fair use guidelines. Look into the guidelines on your specific platform. Look at the actual law. What does the actual law say? The law says you are stealing content, and you've got to stop. Getting away with it for a long time does not mean it's okay. Building a platform off of it does not mean it's okay. I am so tired of stuff like this happening. Guys, just create your own content. Comment on content. If you really are like, wow, what someone posted is really great, I want to post this on my feed, add to it. Add to it. Add to it. Transform it in some way. That is how fair use guidelines work. Okay, thank you for coming to my TED Talk.